Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. I've accepted it. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. I will build this bridge and get over it.
Yeah. You know, we all been through something. And I can tell you, I am definitely damaged. Damaged goods. Yeah, you know it. Check it. I'm damaged goods. Return to sender. Many people will not remember what I be coming with, but I'm running quick on the microphone, and my stomach's sick, and I be pushing until there's nothing up in it. I could do this for more than another minute, and I could do this for hours, and I could open my chest, open heart surgery. I'm hopeless bet. I'm a hopeless romantic, because I know that I'm gonna be doing this, and it's tragic. I have to be doing this and I'm married to game. And you just see how it happens, well I had to carry it, wait. I carry the weight on my back in my mind. I have to do this in the back of my mind. I have to tell myself to keep on pushing forward. Every time he died, wait, I know I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. Building bridges to get over myself. Like I'm an angry troll, I'm knowing myself. Like I got the manual, but I know that I got my habits still. I'm gonna make sure that I'm just pushing up the hill like I'm Sisyphus. I'm doing this the way it needs to be done, so you can see that I'm just pushing towards heaven. And now I'm needing one person to be checking my perspective. Then I can go ahead and check this off my checklist, and I can reassemble it like Voltron, and I can bring it together. And you're wrong if you thinking you can't find your way up out of it, because we imprison ourselves up in our mind. Our habits is killing us every day, slowly or quickly. This is why I'm on this microphone and you could get me. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged.
Make sure that's back to the good microphone. Yay. I'm hoping that JD's mic is the good one as well. Like, I hope that it shows up good. What's going on, everybody? If you don't know what we're about to do, we're about to get interviewed from JD Rocks, the Box of Rocks. Ooh, probably charge that up. Charge! Charge! JD! JD, oh my God! Where are you? I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling abandoned. She's busy.
This one? Okay.
Speak of the devil.
As loud as a fucker. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Is it loud on my end? Do I need to change something? Do I sound good? Do I sound shitty?
There's that. Juno's here. He said, I hear you both. Okay.
Juno, baby Juno.
I hear. Thank you, Blasted. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. So here we are. And oh my gosh. I'm honestly not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry. I hope I didn't overdress.
You look great. I knew you were gonna wear your taco. And honestly, if I had it, I would have gotten up earlier if I wasn't so tired and went got bought my own taco for this. But I'm just really tired, and so I didn't. So I'm wearing my pineapple one. For you.
Good.
Because that's the costume that I have.
That's amazing.
You look great though. You're killing it. Look at all that cheese.
Why, thank you, thank you. I picked it myself. I shredded it myself.
Oh yeah, I record the interview. Thank you, Blasted. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna start recording. This is for YouTube, so we're gonna have to like like fake it till you make it type deal. Okay, let's go.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Hello, everybody. This is YouTube. Well, this is gonna be on YouTube. I'm JD. This is The Perfect Taco on Twitch. Fuck yeah, let's fuck it up. I haven't done an interview in a while, but you guys, today is the day. Today is the day. So we are gonna start off by letting you know how it works. At least for me, I read the chat because what I'm doing is I'm interviewing you. I'm interested in you. I'm not worried about chat, but if you want to read something that is in the chat, go for it. You can do it all day long. I'm just not going to do it.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. Dope. And I love you guys. If you guys want to spam the chat, you'll be on my YouTube. What is JD on YouTube? Exclamation point socials, and you'll get my YouTube, and you'll see all the interviews on there. And the next thing is that I have all my questions ready. I've never told anybody how many questions, so I'm not going to. But, is there anything? You know, I should have asked you this before. Damn,
Uh-oh.
I didn't think about it. I normally ask before the whole interview thing, is there anything that you do not want me to mention or talk about or ask you about? But I did not do that this time. I didn't even think about it. It's been so long. So if you want to like message me, I'll read it.
Well, it's not your fault that I'm just such an open and honest motherfucker. So I mean, you can talk. You could pretty much ask anything you want. If you go too far into a topic that I'm not trying to talk about, I could just defer to the next question.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You look so good, Taco. Sorry, I had to
Thank
read
you.
that.
I picked out my bow tie nice just for you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you killing it. You killing it. So excited. And then what was the other thing? There was like a third thing that I normally say every time. It's been a minute. I need to like watch one.
Breathe. Breathe.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Let's start. Are you ready?
Yes. First question.
Okay.
Down. Fucking killing it. Sorry, I'll try not to swear so much.
You're fine. So the first thing that I'm gonna say, this isn't a question. Well, it's a question, but you don't have to like, whatever. Okay. Just introduce yourself.
So my name is The Perfect Taco. Jason is my actual name. My name is only that because of my Xbox gamer tag. Not a good story, but a short story. Basically, at a young age, my friend, it was probably like almost 10 years ago at this point, my friend was like young, so he couldn't buy a gift for his mom for her birthday, but he wanted to make her food. So he was going to make her tacos, but like there was just this running joke, like you can't just make her some average, like lame tacos. You have to make the perfect taco for your mom. So like I was like, randomly we were having this conversation. I was like, that'd be a good gamer tag. So I just made that my gamer tag on Xbox, and then, you know, fast forward to now that I'm doing the self-help type of lives and stuff, and it kind of just was fitting. You know, who doesn't love a taco? Who doesn't love a taco? And now there's a taco that loves you back. It sells itself.
Yes. Oh my gosh. The first time I saw you was in the bikini, and I was like, I have to click on this. I have to. Oh, are you wearing it? Oh, hell yeah.
We were going to save that for later, but you asked for it by name.
But yeah, so I was like, fuck yeah, I gotta click on that. I gotta see what this is about. It was fucking great. Well, when I met you, how far into streaming were you?
As far as like seriously, I mean, even though, you know, I am not able to take it as seriously as I would want to at this point, probably it's hard to say. I don't know how long have we even been acquainted. I took a blow to the head, so time is pretty much every day feels like at least 2 if not 3 to me, so it's hard to say. But I think I've been streaming like almost daily for maybe about 9 months.
Wow. 9 months, really?
Yeah,
Oh
I think
shit.
so,
That's
something like that.
awesome. Yeah, I was pregnant, but I wasn't 9 months pregnant, or like I haven't met you like since the beginning. So I think it's been 3 or 4 months. Ooh,
Yeah, we'll
how
have to
cute.
look. Now I'm curious. We'll have to look.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get into this. You ready?
Yes.
Mm, I'm so nervous. All right. So the first question, why Twitch? Why did you start it in the first place? I mean, what was the big kahuna about it?
So I've actually been on Twitch for years, and as pretty much everybody knows, Twitch started as just for gaming and stuff like that. And I'm just a huge gamer, and I spend a lot of my free time gaming. So whenever I found out that Twitch was a thing, and there was other platforms at this point, but Twitch was kind of the big one. And I was like, it's just gonna be for fun anyway. But if I'm playing video games, and it's now so easy as to load up the app on your Xbox, because I'm still Xbox gaming. I don't do a lot with the PC. I'm not super PC savvy. But it's so easy. You could literally just hit the button on your Xbox, go to start streaming, and you're streaming. So it kind of seemed like an obvious, move to at least attempt to do something. And the amount of technical difficulties that come your way when you don't know what you're doing with streaming is very debilitating. So it wasn't, something that it was really serious. It was just for fun, and almost every time, without fail, I wanted to rip my hair out. And then I had I hated TikTok, still do, but I had finally, because of quarantine, I had downloaded it, and I posted like one. I also do like funny videos from time to time, so I like posted a funny video, and I got like 200 views and 20 likes versus on Facebook where I would get like 20 likes and 20 views and 1 like, and these are people that are on Facebook are people that are actually supposed to like you. And then like
Yeah.
on this app that I hated for all this time, I like instantly, shot up. And in my mind, Twitch was still kind of for gaming. So the fact that I was just doing like these short little comedy videos and stuff, TikTok worked well. When I started doing like a daily live, I started doing them on TikTok. And actually the main focus of my live was just to take people's joke suggestions. That way I can make content that people actually wanted to see. And I went live an hour before our friend Ow Mau Music. That way I could just kind of, get people ready, because I would find myself at like 11:59 to like, if he was running a little behind, I would find myself just like refreshing to like wait for him to be back. So I was like, well, why don't I just go live an hour before? And then him and I both on TikTok just kept getting banned for next to no reason. So one of his friends had kept telling him to try Twitch, and I had already been on Twitch, but I had only done it for video game related things, and it was like a year prior at least that I had even touched it. So I was like, yeah, like I know about Twitch. I knew a little bit more coming over than a lot of our other friends. So even though
Yeah.
I didn't know much, I was able to kind of help people with what they didn't know, and what I didn't know, I kind of already knew what I didn't know and how to find, how to research the things that I did. But there were so many technical difficulties that I actually started going live for an extra hour. And then I kind of just, I was playing video games. I was kind of just doing my thing. At this point, I was healing from my accident that I was in, that I don't really want to talk about too much. Obviously, I'm not going to cuck your viewers on it, but I started, I had all of these people from the Ow Mau Army that didn't know me from Adam, and it didn't matter if I was talking in full screen or if I was playing a video game. I had people who weren't even into video games coming in and showing me love and checking on me and making sure that I was doing okay since my accident. And it was just such a heartwarming experience that I needed to make sure that other people had this type of opportunity. So that's why my 2-hour live started turning away from, video games and me just being a madman, comedy, to more of like a tender, caring type of place. And we still have time for video games. We still have room for jokes that definitely should not be made by anybody. But you know, why not both? So
Aw, that's awesome.
that's the
Like
backstory.
super sweet. Very, very heartwarming. Oh my gosh. Aw. And I know we're not gonna, like you said, you already said you don't really want to go into the accident and stuff like that. But when something traumatic happens in any type of way, you know, that is very reassuring to know that somebody cares and that somebody's there for you. You know, some people don't have that, so that's very, very heartwarming to hear, especially since I was in an accident myself. You know, so I stand behind you. I stand with you. That's, I think, it's really sweet, for sure. Holy shit. So, do you plan on doing this long term or short term? Is this going to be like a job for you, or do you want to just do it for fun on the side?
Well, it's definitely going to be the type of thing that I just do for fun on the side. You know, I feel like it's very important when anybody is starting to get into streaming or getting into like you know, a hobby of any type. You know, it's very important that you don't put too much pressure on it, especially when, you know, I'm doing this strictly to pay it forward. You know, the people who were there for me when I couldn't be there for myself, now that I am able to kind of do that same thing, I'm able to be there for people who may not realize how to be there for themselves. You know, I never had any intent on it even evolving the way that it has. You know, it's pretty crazy to think about the fact that, you know, I go live in any given morning and I've got an average of, you know, a good 20 sitting there just listening. You know, even if they're lurking, you know, they're just listening. And I'm just like, the fact, like, I haven't been able to get my family and friends to listen to a word I've said for the last, you know, 20 some odd years, and now I've got 20 some complete strangers at any given time just like, the fuck's this crazy bastard gonna say next? And I'm just, it's a really heartwarming feeling. And I love the sense of community, you know, on Twitch especially. You had mentioned, you know, why Twitch. I feel like, you know, now that it's gotten away, you could still, obviously all communities have their toxic patrons, but I feel like I've noticed, just with me, you know, being on Twitch, I've noticed the good that's come out of it, moving away from the video game realm, which can be pretty toxic, to, you know, music and just chatting. And there's a lot of different mental health type of streams on here as well.
So sweet. I love the way you put it, the way you said it too. That is just so sweet and heartwarming. Where is my water? Wow.
Yes, guys, make sure you hydrate. In the honor of me running a self-help live, I gotta remind you to drink some freaking water and take your meds. If you're feeling like crap and you're not drinking water, I mean, you're made of 80% water, so at this point, I don't even want to hear you complain about it. It's on you at this point. Drink some water. All right, continue. I had to throw that PSA out there.
Okay. I got some water. No, I'm serious. I swear I'm having a deja vu moment. I got some water before this to get ready for this, and I don't know where it's at, so I just got another one. I'm like, okay.
She can't handle it. She's cracking under the pressure of King Taco, guys. She can't do it.
You got me. Oh my goodness. Let's go. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means, Venom, but that's usually what I say throughout my stream. I'm just like, I don't know what that means. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at you. Look at you killing it. Holy shit. So, your crown and the costume and even the freaking bikini, I mean, is that all what makes it fun? Like, what's the fun part? What makes you come back and do it again and and not get bored?
Pretty much all of it. You know, and that's kind of hard to wear over top of the headphones. I'm gonna take that off. That is honestly a big part of it, is the fact that I can do whatever I want. And I mean that with a grain of salt, because, you know, I was gaming at first, and, you know, it was out of a mutual love and respect for these people that I wanted to shy away from it. But everybody who comes and watches me, they know that I'm into video games, I'm into, you know, humor, but I'm also invested, and I'm into, you know, making people feel good. That's an addictive feeling, you know, whenever somebody reaches out to you and they let you know that you changed their day and possibly their entire, outlook on life, that is something that makes you want to keep on helping. Maybe not everybody, but for me especially. And just knowing that, you had mentioned before about if I was, something that I would be interested in making a job, or if it would just be like a hobby, by it kind of just remaining a hobby where it's not so serious. If I'm not having a good day, or if I don't have a topic planned for conversation, I can come in and I can just play a video game and still just, open up to people and have a good conversation. A lot of times I like to really dive into what the people are saying in the chat. So even if I don't come with a specific conversation in mind, every live is always so different because people have different things weighing on them. Different people want to share on different days. And if I decide that I'm not having a good day and I want to play a little bit of video games, there's little to no pressure. The people who come and watch me understand that, we all have our days, and it's awesome to be able to have people that actually understand. I don't have people that are going to be like, oh, wow, like, you're gaming. I've had, like, one or two times, like, because I don't, even if I'm gaming, like, I game for maybe 30 minutes of the live. So, like, I won't bother changing my category. It'll be just chatting, and I'll have, like, a random person come in, and they'll be like, you're not just chatting. And I'm like, you caught me. I'm multitasking. Like, my bad. Like, and I have I can just transition over, and I like to play a lot of games as well. This isn't, this is my last thing that I'll say, and then you'll give it back to you. But I make sure that I choose video games that are, like, fun or entertaining, or that I can, pause, or that has rounds that aren't very long, so that I can, like, switch back and forth, stay caught up in the chat, really make sure that I'm entertaining, or trying to at least entertain the people who come in and watch me.
That's awesome. So the whole thing is like the fun part.
All of it, literally. Yeah.
So you couldn't even. Yeah, you're not able to say like specific part.
I have headaches at all. I haven't not had a headache in over a year, and the closest that I get to not having a headache is the 2 hours a day that I can come in and just be myself. I think that's what it is. I can just come in and I can be myself. I don't have to. I'm pretty good at not thinking before I speak, and the lives really show that. I really can just roll with the punches. I can, it takes little to no. I hate to say that it takes little to no effort, because it definitely does. But as far as like me thinking of what to say next, it's not like any of this is, a pre-thought. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't actually have time to watch one of your interviews yet, so it's not like I was studying the interviews and I don't have my notes. I don't have, this is all just from the heart, straight from the taco's lips. That didn't come out right. Never mind. Let's not talk about taco lips no more.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, where's my notes? Oh, honestly, I'm genuinely laughing. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, he said, you got me. I'm not just chatting.
Yeah.
You should have played it off as a fucking, I can't breathe. Holy shit. You, oh god, sorry. That's just so fucking stupid. It's so funny to me. Just you're playing games and like somebody comes in and says that shit.
Like you got me. Like,
Yeah.
Biggest crime bust of 2022.
You're not just chatting.
I'm about to get citizens arrested over here on Twitch.
Jesus. It should not be that funny, but I have the weirdest sense of humor. I mean, it's weird. I like the dumbest shit, but then it's like, you think like, oh, she'll laugh at that because it's like really dumb. But then I'm like, no, that's too dumb. I'm not gonna laugh at that.
For sure.
Ooh, funny shit. Okay. So you, like myself, you have a lot of energy.
Yes.
I have less energy since having a baby, but You get my point. You are out there. You are vibing. Whenever I go into your stream, and I go into your stream a lot. Just saying. You're just fucking going. You're keeping it going. You're keeping the conversation going, and like that's not easy to do. Like people don't understand. That takes a lot of work, and it's difficult to be entertaining in general. It's just hard. Okay, but so with all that energy that I just said. What's the driving force? Why do you have that? What the fuck? Like, are you okay?
ADHD.
I see. I see. That makes sense.
That'll be the shortest answer I have to give you for this whole interview. 4 letters.
Oh my god. Well, I don't have ADHD and I still, have a lot of energy, but is that what puts you over the edge?
I think so. Because there's definitely some things that I struggle to remember, about, the way that I was versus the way that I am. There's definitely been a lot of, learning and adjustments, but I think that level of energy, there's some things, like my level of compassion, I would say, is more so now, post accident versus pre accident. But I feel like my level of energy, I think that maybe it's a little bit more drastic, because what actually one of my doctors had said was that when you sustain a head injury like I had sustained, you some of the mental stuff that you deal with actually tends to ramp up. So I might just be dealing with a more extreme ADHD, but it's pretty comparable to where I was at before. I'm just a little bit less. I don't give a what about it now. I'm not gonna. Especially, I mean, when you make a joke about a bikini and people freaking love it, like, I'm just saying, I've struggled with my personal image. I've always thought that I was like a fat kid. I was the type of kid wearing, t-shirts at the pool, and as if I didn't already have all this energy. But when you're just being a fool, making a joke, and you're wearing a freaking bikini, and you got your belly rolls, you got more chins than a Chinese phone book, and you got somebody on the other end of the live that lets you know, like, hey, like, I struggle with my self-image, but watching you be unapologetically yourself in a bikini, just being a goofball, really gives me hope. Like, it's a weird thing to think about, like, oh yeah, me wearing a bikini gives people hope, but it's not about the bikini, it's about the fact that I was wearing t-shirts to pools a few years ago. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I look hotter in this bikini than any girl you've ever been with. That's fine. So it really, it's just, life can drag you down or it can lift you up. And if you're gonna just keep finding reasons for it to drag you down, it's going to. That's one of the reasons why I've always relied on comedy. I felt like comedy was a really good way to see the light in a shitty situation. Whether it's cancer or a real world issue. Not obviously that is a real world issue, but I think the distinction that I'm trying to make there. It gives you a reason to smile. It gives you a reason to laugh. It gives you a reason to have a little bit more energy, because there's so many things trying to suck your energy away, and you gotta not let it.
Zero. He's so cute.
Hi, handsome. He said he didn't get your playtime today. You're embarrassing me. You be giving me kisses.
He's so cute. Oh my goodness gracious. I got my boyfriend before we were dating. Like we've been friends for years and stuff like that. I mean, high school and stuff like that. When he was my roommate in my other house before a lot of shit went down, I bought him a dog. I bought him a Siberian Husky that was bigger than me, and I thought I drove all the way to Miami, and which is 2 hours away from me.
Okay.
Drove there, and I thought I was picking up a puppy, a little Siberian Husky puppy. And I get there, they're fucking 6 months old. They're bigger than me already. They're huge, and I'm like, and I have to pay $500. I drove 2.5 hours to go get this dog and pay $500 for an already what seemed to me as a grown ass dog.
Yeah.
And I did it obviously. And I get back and I give him the dog and surprise him and stuff like that. And his name is Batman. So fucking cute. And you know, it was one of the best things I've ever done. So seeing you with your husky is just like so heartwarming, and it makes me think of Batman. It makes me want to like drive over to his parents' house and go see him. Like, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, he's my man. He's my boy.
And they're big. How big is well, you know, I'm 5 foot tall, so from that perspective, how big is your dog?
My dog isn't very big. I feel like also when a lot of people end up getting huskies, they're mixed with something, and that's where the bigger size. Like there's other types of huskies, I believe. There's like the Alaskan Malamute, which is the big one. So Zero's like a full bred husky, so I don't think he's gonna get much bigger, and he's actually not too big. He's only about 45 pounds. I don't think he stands more than like 3 feet tall. I mean, if he stands up on his hind legs, he's probably going to be taller than you. But, well, he's a little human. He stands up on his hind legs a little too much. Huh. You my little human? Hi, handsome. He's like, you talking about me? Yeah, he's not too tall.
Super cute.
He's like right around dick height.
Okay, then yeah, Batman's way bigger, like fucking ginormous. But yeah, on the camera he looks big.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets up close and personal. He gets on the hind legs. He's a little human. He is. He's a little attention whore too. He knows like when my live starts, I have like the same song play at the beginning during my like starting soon screen. And every time, without fail, he hears that song, and he's like, "Oh, time for my friends. Like I can't see them, but I know that you're talking to people in there." So he's ready. He's ready for the love.
So fucking cute. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, oof, I'm excited. So we're getting further into the questions, obviously. So as you've been doing Twitch, and be honest. Be honest. Don't be a little bitch about your answers. I'm serious.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's the whole point of me doing it. So
I am a bitch, but I'm an honest bitch. So don't.
What's the biggest pet peeve you have about Twitch?
My biggest pet peeve I have with Twitch, I would have to say, if I'm not, I'm trying to actively think about it. I take this with a grain of salt. I might have another one, a bigger pet peeve later, but I really have to say, one of my biggest pet peeves is how it really seems, and it is actually, ironically enough, you said not to be a little bitch, but I'm gonna come off like a little bitch. I feel like it is very discouraging for newer people to try to make it all make sense. As even something as small as which operating system to download, versus, the fact that, I mean, obviously, it's not going to be in real time, but the viewer count is just always messed up. I feel like there's all of these little things that are just kind of put there to discourage you or to be a roadblock. And on one hand, it's good, I guess, because it teaches you to hurdle those roadblocks. But at the same time, if you are somebody who thinks that you have 5 people in your chat, but your view count says you have 0, and it never, fixes itself, then you're going to get discouraged. And so that's one of the reasons why I help anybody. I've heard that people apparently dislike when you talk about your view count, and I've since then kind of stopped doing it, but I still will talk about it. I still will bring it up. I will stop doing what I'm doing to show somebody something about, OBS Live or about, something else. I really want to make sure, not just from a mental standpoint, but from a physical standpoint, that we are here to help people. So, that's a pet peeve of mine that I have consciously tried to implement into my lives and make sure that, I'm not going to pretend like I'm a pro. What I did learn, I learned a lot of it myself. I had a few people help me with a few different things that honestly, without their help, I might have just, given up because it was so difficult. And I actually do have to give a shout out to our friend Cindy and our friend Pika Girl, because when I first, as I had mentioned, my lives used to only be an hour. I had to start doing 2-hour lives because I would have 45 to 55 minutes of technical difficulties just trying to figure out why the hell I'm live now, but I don't have sound and I have a picture. Oh, now I have a picture, but I don't have sound. And it was just all of these little stupid things that those two girls in particular would be there, and they would be like, oh, hey, Taco, you're back live. We can hear you, but we can't see you. Oh, hey, we can see you, but it's only this much of your face. And it was, between the help from them and the help from a couple other people, I was really able to figure this all out, and I want to make sure that I'm there to help anybody else. And I don't have, like I said, a ton of know-how, but I at least know the basics. And I think that if you can figure out the basics, then you can figure out anything else that you need from there. You just kind of have to know what it is you're trying to figure out. And at the beginning, especially somebody like me who isn't super computer savvy, it can be overwhelming. It's probably a lot less overwhelming to, people like Pink Hair Producer who, probably, uses computer as a pillow. He knows what he's doing over there with his beats and all that. But yeah,
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. With his beats and all that. I hope he's here. I hope he heard that. Oh my god, that was amazing. Sorry, I hate. Fuck. I read the comment. I know he's Taco, but what kind of taco is he?
The perfect taco.
Okay.
Wait, was that an actual question, or was that a comment that somebody typed for you?
Well, somebody typed it, but I was gonna ask anyways. Stanza, so good to see you, homie. Sorry, I normally don't read it, but I just I forgot. Didn't whatever.
That's funny. No, you're good. It was a good one. I wish I had a better answer. I mean, if we're being completely honest, the thing that makes a taco perfect, it's tacos in general. I am not a perfect taco. Tacos are perfect, and I just so happen to be one. But with the thing that makes a taco perfect is that perfection does not look the same for everybody. You could throw steak in there, you could throw chicken in there, you could throw beef in there, you could put whatever toppings you want. You could throw on some hot sauce or some taco sauce, or you could crunch up you could put literally whatever you want. A taco is the hug of food. You put whatever bullshit you want in this tortilla, and you just put that hug on it, and it's all right. It's all right. You got to experiment. Perfection is about experiment and finding out what's good and what isn't. Not everything you do is going to be good, but if you're able to assess that and change the ingredients up a little bit, then you still have hope of having that perfect taco. You still have hope.
That scared the fuck out of me. Thank you, Juno, for the host. Yeah, no, I love that. Now I want some tacos. You're just explaining it, putting all the toppings. It's
you can have
put that in slow mo.
We'll hook you up.
Oh my god, when you first started, you were like, you could put some steak in there. I was like, yeah, and chicken, beef, whatever. And I was like, oh my god, you're so right. And then you just started going in all the toppings. I'm like, that sounds so good.
This is going to be an unpopular opinion, but one of the most sleeper ingredients for a taco is cucumber. I really like tomato and cucumber, and in cucumber it's got the freshness. I don't really put lettuce in there too much because it's more just filler. If I'm going to put lettuce in there, it's got to be some romaine or some spinach or something. But cucumber, it gives it that same fresh lettuce type, and it really gives you a good crunch. Because if I don't use cucumber, then what I'll do is I'll do some chips. I'll do some Doritos, and I'll crunch it up. Because I'll use a soft taco with crunchy inside. That way, when you don't bite the taco, half of it don't just fall off, and you're over here with half a taco salad because you took one bite of the taco. So I get the crunchy and hard in the same, or crunchy and hard are the same thing. Soft and hard in the same shebang.
Yummy.
Now I made you really hungry, probably.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Let's go back real quick. Okay. You were talking about the viewer count. I find that very interesting on what you said, because what I've done ever since I started, before I started streaming, which was about um, maybe 10 months ago, something like that. Um, I wanted to ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I going on Twitch? What's the purpose of this? And I needed something to do. So like when I get bored of something, I need to find something else to learn. You know what I mean? And go with that's actually interesting to me. This is the longest thing, Twitch is, that I've ever done, honestly, in my life. I've never done something this long. And that is pretty wild and pretty amazing to me. But so I turned my viewer count off completely. I don't even know at any given point if somebody's in there, if somebody, like I have to, if they don't comment, to me in my head, I don't think anybody's there. You know what I mean? So what I have done, I just talk to myself. No joke. I just literally talk to myself. I'm like, okay, so somebody might be here, somebody might not be here. Well, who gives a shit? So what do I want to talk about? What do I need to get off my chest, whether somebody's there or not? I mean, who gives a shit? And I tell people, I've had a bunch of people ask me, and for advice on Twitch and like how to get started, and that's my first piece of advice. That's what made me think about it because you mentioned it. Was turn off your viewer count. You can just click it and it'll turn off, and you'll never know how many people are in there, because at the end of the day, why are you doing this? Are you doing this for money? Are you doing this for fame? Are you doing this for something why you need to know? Like why that matters? Because otherwise you just enjoy yourself. Don't put that pressure on yourself, and it's sad because a lot of people do, because maybe they see somebody like Lost Pool Boy. I don't know if you've heard of him, but Lost Pool Boy, he is getting bigger and bigger by the minute. I'm super happy for him, super proud of him. I mean, I started watching him months ago, like before I started streaming. He was one of the people that told me that I should start streaming, that I had the personality for it and stuff. And he's got ADHD, and he is fucking hype every single stream. And I mean, clap, clap, clap. I'm really happy for him. And, I interviewed him, and it's just really cool to see the different streamers that I interview and like their different outlooks on it. So that's what I wanted to say about the viewer count. Like, that's really interesting. See, I didn't even know it was wrong until just now.
Very, very wrong. And as you had mentioned, as far as like being, debilitating and stuff, like the way that I have mine set up, as far as, it wasn't really a question, but like, why does it matter to you? Why do you even have it on? The way that I don't believe that I can turn it off, the way that I have my stuff set up, just because I have like a phone right here pulled up as my stream manager, so it always tells me the duration, the views, the follows, and the viewers, the follows and the views. Even when you were talking about just clicking on it, I came up here and I was clicking, I went to the options to see if I could turn it off. I don't think I actually can.
On a phone, though.
On the phone, specifically. And then also, I like to use, because if I wouldn't have had that up, then I wouldn't have realized I'll have it say, like, randomly, I'll go from, like, 24 viewers down to 4. And either I really suck ass, or I said something that 20 people hated, or 20 people just decided that they hated my face all at the same time, and all three of those things seem a little far-fetched. And I've had it where it'll say that I have 4 people in the chat, but I have at least 10 people actively talking in the chat. So for me, that's one of the reasons, it even for me, it can be debilitating, even though I know that. It's just the way our bodies work, when you're in your head and your mind thinks that you've got 25 people watching, and then out of nowhere you're down to 5, it's like, wow, do I really suck ass that bad? And that's just your brain's way, most of us, I feel like, don't have a very good self-image of ourselves, so even something as small as that really can cause you to, think wrong, even if you know for a fact that it's wrong. So I really agree with you when you said about making sure that people don't pay attention to that or turn that off. I would 100% agree with you that that's one of the most important things for new people. I think that that's very important.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Can you believe we're halfway done?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, does it? Anybody I interview, it never feels like that. That's so funny. So why do you mention make sure to take your meds? I mean, like you mentioned that a lot.
Because with how bad my memory and my attention span is, I forget to take my meds, especially, you know, as I had mentioned, I've been doing this for a while, and I still forget to take my meds. It honestly kind of started as a way to hold myself accountable and to remind myself, and I had realized that as I was doing it, you know, from the very beginning, I had other people that were like, oh my God, I forgot to take my meds. You know, so much of what we do on my channel has been because, you know, I've just been trying to do what's right for me and for the people around me, the people that want to be there for me. I've tried so long to be there for the wrong types of people, and knowing that something as simple as checking on people and reminding them to take their meds, I remind at least a few people every day. You know, I'll do a med check and I'll have at least 2 or 3 people every time. You know, I'll do 3, 4, maybe 5 med checks in a live, and every single time I have somebody like, oh shit, I almost forgot, thank you. And just to know that, like, you are single-handedly assisting these people in living a better day so that they can have a better tomorrow is the only reward that I need, honestly, from any of this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That's really awesome, because there's a lot of people that, you know, for different reasons obviously need to take meds. And, you know, my mother, long story short, is fucking batshit crazy. I haven't spoken to her, I haven't talked to her, I haven't seen her in a very long time. But when she was ever off her meds, I mean, that shit was scary.
Wow.
That shit was real scary. And so, I mean, I therefore always like went off of like, you know what? Like, I didn't want to go get diagnosed. I feel like that's just, I'm scared too because of, you know, what's in my family and stuff. But I said, you know, I don't need meds. I'm powerful enough. I am strong enough mentally and all of these things to, you know, do it myself. But, you know, that doesn't work for a lot of people. I mean, it really, really doesn't. And it's fucking scary as fuck. So I totally get you. Mm.
And I think that it's a matter. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
No, you're good. I'm done.
I think because I agree with you. You know, that's something. You know, even when I was diagnosed with, you know, ADHD as a very young kid, my mom, and I think she was kind of like a driving force. You know, I really appreciated that she didn't want me on meds. You know, that wasn't, you know, most parents are like, oh, you're going to give them meds, it's going to shut them up. All right. Like, my mom was like, no, like, I'm not going to just drug my kid. Like, let's try some behavioral type of therapy and, you know, see if that works. I have vague memories of having some type of like behavioral type of therapy that I did, and it worked. You know, whenever you have people who are willing to, you know, whether you have to be willing as well, but you have to be able to see what else will work. And that's one of the reasons why I have a lot of respect for Al, because, you know, he talks a lot about the plant-based remedies. And now, obviously, not everybody's going to want to go and, you know, smoke or, you know, have an edible or, you know, try some of these other types of things. But the answer is not the pharmaceuticals that they're just pushing down our throats, you know, that most doctors get a premium on. You know, one of the things that I really like, and I've noticed, you know, as unfortunately an adult who, now that I was in this accident, had to go and get opinions from different doctors, I can see the incompetence of some. I can see how some are only in it for their own personal gain, and some doctors are really in it for your health, or at least they do a good fucking job of pretending. And it's huge, and especially, you know, some people need the meds. You know, everybody has different things. Certain things work. Some people are going to need medication, but that also, in every situation, might not be the means to an end. You know, For example, one of the meds that they gave me when I, first everything happened, I was having a lot of the problems with my headaches was that I couldn't sleep. So they gave me a sleeping medication. And me just not liking pharmaceuticals, like I've been on so many different meds, not like a ridiculous amount, but I got myself off of the sleeping meds because I got to the point where I, didn't need them anymore. And, I could have either, used that as a crutch, used that as an excuse and just, oh, well, this helps my head, this helps me sleep, so I'm going to keep on using it. Well, no, I have had that same stance as you for a long time. I don't need meds. If you want to call me a pothead, that's fine. I'm gonna use this plant-based medication that was made legal because of the paper industry. And if you want to call me a druggie, that's fine. But you're giving your child microdosed. I don't even know if I can say that word. So I'm gonna. If you don't know what ADHD pills are, look into it. It's microdosed amphetamines. That word I can say. So it really, whenever you realize what kind of crazy drugs some of these doctors. Here's a story that isn't really mine to share, but a friend of mine, I'll be vague enough, a friend of mine needed sleep medication, and the doctor gave them Rufalin. And if you don't know what Rufalin is, it's roofies. So when I was like, oh, hey, what did you get for your sleep? They were like, oh, Rufalin, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what? Yeah. And like, this is the same person that, like, thinks that weed is the devil. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to try these roofies to sleep. I was like, all right. Like, don't pay attention to your friendly neighborhood green thumb trying to make you do something a little more or ask, giving that to you as an option. Now, I don't make nobody do nothing, but know, people that think that I seem pretty laid back, and then they're like, oh, how are you so chill? And I'm like, oh, I smoke from time to time. And they're like, I'm like, huh? More for me. You can keep on doing your thing and being miserable.
Yeah.
That might be a shitty way to say it.
Well, no.
Segue.
I get you, but it does make sense. And I mean, there's so many possibilities. I mean, honestly.
Exactly. And what works for you isn't going to work for everybody else. So that's
exactly.
something that I really try to drive home in my life. Everything that I ever talk about, I'm not giving anybody advice. Yeah. I'm a chubby fucking nerd who wears a taco suit and a bikini. Do not take my advice. But I promise you, I can give you a perspective. Where else are you going to get the perspective of a crazy man in a taco suit and a bikini? Nowhere. And life is all about perspective. So, that's what I pretty much try to offer, is just a little perspective.
For sure. I love that. I am so sorry for this this person just logged me out of my account again, and now is messaging my boyfriend's stepmother, messaging people on my thing, and I just got a text message asking like, hey, are you okay? I'm like, oh my god, that's not me.
That's crazy. How does this, like...
And then this person is now back into my account.
Yeah, how did they even... You got to make sure, like...
I did everything.
Just make sure your email passwords and everything are different too. Like, that's crazy that they have
I did.
enough information. That's one of the reasons, especially with streaming, like, it almost has to be... I feel like when it gets that deep, it almost has to be somebody that, like, that's been watching you. I feel like there's certain information that they need. There's times where people will ask me, like, what seem to be silly questions, but I just won't answer, because even if it is a silly question, I recognize that certain questions are things that the general public, not that they shouldn't know, but who was your first grade teacher? Don't answer. Yeah. But what was the first street you grew up on? Again, I'm not asking you these, but if somebody asks you these, what was your mom's maiden name? You know what? I'm not going to answer that one. Like, my mom will bust me. Like, my mom, like, throws out, like, information, because my mom comes into my streams and, like, somebody will ask a question and I won't answer it, and then she'll answer it, and I'm like, Mom, do not tell them where I was born. Do not give them my she's not giving out my social, but I'm like, Mom, please, like, for the love of God.
Guess the interview's over. No, the interview's not over. It's just I have to. I did not expect to have to deal with this right now. I'm like,
No, take your time. Not a problem.
I
Not a
can't have
problem.
this random person messaging people in my family.
Yeah, that's serious. We can always do another
Um,
interview, but I wouldn't want you to lose your account. I'm cool. I got my chat here. You got your chat there. I can play a little pocket pool or something. It actually pulls out a little pool table. I do have a little pool table over there. If I actually prepared, I could have jokes like that ready. But this is all just the crazy world of my mind.
God, and now, and I did a facial recognition. My face matches my thing. I don't know how they got back in it. I don't know. I really don't know how.
There's also like two-factor authentication types of apps. Maybe something like that would help.
And
There's
it
like
says I could do it with my phone.
mm-hmm.
But it keeps saying now, wait a few minutes before you try again. But they changed the name to JD_IROX53.
It's so weird.
Oh my god, sorry you're dealing with this douchebag. I know, and this person messaged me and they said they wanted money to get my account back. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is so aggravating and I just don't know what to do, how to really handle this. I thought I did everything. I have backup codes, but I'm waiting for a freaking code from this damn email. I am so freaking sorry.
Also, make sure that these codes that you're getting are legitimate. I know a lot of times people like this, they will prey on you kind of like being in a panic, and one of the codes that they might send you or something that they're trying to get you to like confirm might be like a fake email. So just make sure that you're definitely not doing something like that. I know a lot of times they try to get you like that. Shout out to anybody that came and just rated my channel, guys. I'm not paying too much attention. I'm in the middle of an interview here. I'm trying to be fancy. We got our nice costume on. We got our nice taco shell on.
This might be a different account because I'm waiting for an interview. I'm waiting for that might be the correct one. Okay, it's not the password.
Oh snap! I didn't think about muting myself. I can mute
Instagram
myself and then
right
talk
now
to my chat.
is okay. This is the okay.
Goofball. What's up, guys? What's up, Raiders? I never did something like this before.
468.
Our poor friend JD lost her account.
Oh my god! Try another way. Use backup code.
What's going on, Jedi?
Now
Jedi.
I should have written this down.
Thank you so much for.
I might have to like go back into it. God damn it! Oh my god! Isn't this just aggravating? I need you to remember this code for me. Oh my god. Okay, let me go to my backup codes.
Nice to help.
Right here. Okay, can you write one of these down? Thank you, Taco. I am so sorry, Taco. Oh my god.
No, you're fine.
This is so unprofessional.
I didn't realize that I could. I've been like ignoring my chat because obviously, I do a similar time, but I didn't realize that I could mute myself because I didn't want to be like bothering you. So while you were dealing with it, I just muted myself on the call, so I was just talking to my people. Like because somebody hit me with a little raid, and I was like, oh shit! Like I typed it in while you were talking because I didn't want to disrupt you. But you're good. You're good. I can entertain myself. You're fine. This is important.
So you can write this down for me.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend you saying it here because if it is a person who is this deep, then they would see the code as well.
Okay, well then I'll write it.
If anything, just like type it somewhere or yeah, I mean send it to me in a DM or something. I would definitely, be very careful with certain things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's not how this person got into you anyway. I have a bad feeling. I have a hankering suspicion. Unfortunately.
It says this person's from like Nicaragua, and I have to like go back and do this again. Oh my god, it's just so aggravating. What was the new name? See how aggravating this is, and I have to like put the new name in because they
Yeah.
keep changing it. Which I don't know how they're able to change it, to be honest with you, because you're not able to.
uh, People from my chat are also agreeing. They said that it's more than likely somebody from the inside. So don't be surprised if this person isn't watching you
I
stream.
know how it. I know how it happened. It's just they trick you and I stupidly let somebody into my account. I
don't know
didn't
if I'd go that
mean
far.
to. No, I did. No, 100%. I should have known, and they said they needed help. That's what they always start off as saying.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Need more. Okay, boom. Okay, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it, I think. Okay, 291 468.
Yeah, so anybody that came in with the
Okay.
raid, anybody that's not usually
Try
here,
another way.
we
Use
just
backup
operate
code.
a self-help type of
Okay.
live.
Let me type this. This should work. 1-4.
But I'm glad you guys are here. We were asked to do an interview by our friend JD Rocks. I never had anybody ask me to do an interview that wasn't like job related, so this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I'm not fangirling, you're fangirling.
Saying please check the code and try again. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why they have like so many on the list
Booked you.
or something.
I'm not sure. Just make sure that it's official emails and stuff that would be my only advice.
Yeah, I am. Try another way.
Because that makes like that's a yellow flag for me. Like the fact that you're putting in a code that they apparently sent you and they're telling you to try a different way.
Well,
Like,
they
that's
did
odd.
when I got the account back. I went to my account after I got the account back, and I looked at it on myself. It was on my account. So now I'm going to have to report that I am hacked again. Yes, I have a photo of myself. My email address. 29, Now I'm gonna have to do this all over again, and I don't know how to like not let that happen again.
There's certain things you can do to where like, I mean, obviously, the normal thing is to, change your email or password, but there are certain things, I've never done it, but there's certain like things, I'll have to look into it, where like it'll give you a different password like every time, or like it'll be something crazy. And you want to make sure that like, I forget what the one is. The one was weird. It was like we'll give you a completely unique password every single time, and it seemed like a little much. But when you're dealing with douchebags who think that they're able to just do whatever the hell they want, I definitely that might be something that I need to look into. Obviously, if now that JD's a fucking super sought after, one of the hottest streamers of 2022. I may have, now that I'm being interviewed by such a somebody so high up there, I'm gonna have to make sure that I got my shit locked down too.
I am flattered that you think I'm taking a selfie video right now to prove that it's me. Submit the video. So I did this all over again. So I'm gonna get my account back because I'm obviously proving that it's my face. But they did it, and they got the account again.
Yeah, it's
And
not
I
like they
don't-
can't just take a video from your streams and say, oh hey, look, this is me, here's a video.
Well, they can't do that because I mean I know part. I'm just curious because okay, if I tell you how it happened, will you promise not to think I'm stupid? Because I think I'm so stupid.
If you want to share, you definitely don't have to though.
Basically, they said that they needed help, that they needed to get a code, that way they can get into their account. But they got into my account. They asked for my phone number so that way they knew where to send the code. And when you do that, it's basically, that's literally how Instagram says you can get your account back. And I gave them all that information.
That's so dumb.
I'm really stupid. I shouldn't have done that. It's just so dumb.
Well, not even, because
Babe.
it's a phone number. Like, a phone number at this point is, like, common knowledge. Like, anybody can get your fucking phone number if they try hard enough. Like, So
Yeah.
I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't say that. I saw a video the other day of like something similar where like somebody was door dashing and somebody wanted to um, send them a tip because they, you know, didn't leave one on the thing and wanted to, you know, send it to them on their Cash App. And by them sending the person their phone number, this person was actually able to like take their fucking DoorDash account, so they couldn't do any DoorDashes for the rest of the day and like had to go through this same thing. So it's not just you. I wouldn't beat yourself up. You know, these people prey on the niceness of us, and it's fucked up because this is the kind of thing that happens, and this is the kind of thing that makes people not want to be nice or giving or, you know, things like that. And it's people like that who are just the scum of the fucking world. And, you know, I wouldn't wish ill will on anybody, but I do not think anybody would miss you if you didn't fucking log into JD's account tomorrow, bud. So both of those are for you. I know you're probably here. These are both for you. And fuck off. How about you pick on somebody your own size? Hack my account instead, you fucking loser. You know, leave JD alone. She just had a kid. She don't need your bitch ass fucking with her.
Yeah, going on my account, pictures of my daughter on there.
That's fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up.
And I don't know if they're... Babe! Who else did they message? He's on the phone with somebody talking about it. They messaged somebody... They're messaging... Oh my god. Ugh.
And then one of our
I
other
thought I
friends
had
says to never ever save passwords on your phone. So that's something. Well, you already said you know how this happened, so.
Milton and Karen.
It's who?
Milton and Karen, the guy you said looks cool.
Really?
Yeah. Same thing. Email password.
What?
Change your email.
My email password?
Oh.
I thought I did. I changed everything. I mean, I don't think they got it from a... How would they get it from a fucking password? The information I gave them, is it still, like, with the link and the codes that I gave them, do they still work? You know what I mean?
That you weren't asking me that, right?
Yeah, no, I was asking you.
Oh,
Like,
sorry, I
do
thought you were talking
Like,
about
with how it happened in the first place, with hold on, I'm taking a fucking video so that they know it's me. The codes that I gave them, that I thought I was helping with, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Does that still work?
It shouldn't still
It
work.
happened yesterday.
It shouldn't still work. I wouldn't think so. But I don't know for sure.
And change your email address password too. Okay. Oh my god. I gotta change all this shit over again? Okay. How do I... Honestly, I don't even know how to change my email password.
Sea Turtle said no, they won't still work, but they still have your phone number. So that might be how they're getting
Well,
back
they
into it.
can't because it got sent to my number and it tricked me one time. It would have to get sent to my phone number again, and I would have to give them the codes, the new codes again, and I would never do that, and they didn't even have to message me to get the account back.
Yeah, that's really
So-
crazy that they got back into it without those codes. I would say this time when you get your account back to like talk to somebody and to, like let them know that this is something that, you know, maybe you like see if they have any recommendations, talk to some type of support and see if they have any like way, because this individual has your phone number, they can get a video of you easy because you know are an online, you know, influencer. So I would see if there's some way, something that they recommend.
Yeah.
I think that would be the best bet because you don't want to have to go through all this trouble just to do it again, you know. So that little extra
Yeah.
couple of minute phone call might save you the
And
headache.
it showed me, it went, when I had my account back finally. What happened, babe?
When you had your account back, did you go into the settings of your account to see, like, to make sure that your email's
Yes,
there?
I did the two authentications. I got the backup codes. I got all of that, and I was asking me for a backup code. I went back to the photo to take a screenshot of the backup codes. I just typed those backup codes in, and apparently that doesn't work. It just told me to like look at it again.
Yeah, those backup sent to your email?
No, it said take a screenshot. So I have a screenshot. I just did this. Literally just before this interview. I took a picture of the if you lose your phone and can't receive a login code via text message or an authentication app, you can use these backup codes to get back into your account. Save them in a safe place. And I have them, but they give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones. So I don't know if I have to try each and every single one.
Well, yeah. Well, what is you?
Oh, God. I'll do it again.
That sounds
Try
so
it
weird.
again. I know it sounds really weird, but it's literally I took them down. What are you talking about, Stanza? What do you mean take them down? Am I? Oh my God, Taco! This is I can't apologize enough. I really can't.
No,
This
not a
is
problem.
just. I mean, honestly, it has nothing to do with you. I feel like I'm just mad at myself because it's an Instagram account. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. I have all those photos. I mean, it really doesn't matter. The people on there know that that's not me. I wouldn't post things. I wouldn't be messaging them these things.
For sure.
So I shouldn't care. You know what I mean? I should do the mature thing and like, hey, it doesn't matter. It's just social media. Who gives a shit? But it really bothered me.
Well, no, when somebody's posing as you, when someone's taking over your account, especially, I mean, you are helping people. You help people with their beats. You're making a name for yourself. You have the same name on multiple social medias. So, this is serious. This is a very serious thing, and there is zero part of me. I would be more disturbed if you were focused on me than you are doing everything you need to, because at the end of the day, even if I was any type of upset, which I'm not, I'm one person. You have a lot of people who rely on you, people who, maybe don't know you as well as some of the other people, but have followed you on Instagram. And I would hate for this asshole to find somebody that, looks up to you, that, would just be trying to help you, and for them to have somebody else. So please, do not feel bad. If you need me to do a little fucking bikini dance or something to make you feel better, I got you. But I'm trying to keep it classy. So, just do your thing. I could be comic relief while you're gone. What's up, JD's chat? I'm taking over. JD has some important shit to do. No, I'm just playing.
That's so sweet. Honestly, it's making me feel better knowing that, there's some people here. Sorry about chat. I know you guys in chat, you guys are helping me too. And I'm sorry that I am focusing on writing all this shit down. I should have wrote this down anyways, but guess what I didn't do?
And then I had a few people mention, obviously, the 2-step authentication or verification, and then possibly if you see any options to set up a backup email on the original email, that's not a bad idea either. God forbid this individual gets into the email, or maybe already has. So, definitely make sure that securing your email is actually maybe first, in securing the whole thing. King Caption Kush, how would she go about, where would that be for her to do a backup email on her email?
I should have freaking, oh God, that would have been smart. I should have just wrote down the phone number that was there when I got back into the account. I saw it too.
Well, also, a lot of people will use like fake phone numbers, fake apps. They have like the thing where it just produces a random phone number. These motherfucking leeches, these blemishes on the asshole of society, they do this for a job. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this motherfucker, I don't know how, oh man, fuck this guy.
Yeah. It's just so aggravating. Okay, it sent an email.
It's so shitty too, because they focus on people like us who, you could be focusing on people who have so much more. I'm not saying that you don't have a lot, but like, you could be focused on somebody with millions of dollars. Like, how many people, how many normal everyday people do you have to go through to actually make this worth it? Like, and it's disgusting that it actually apparently works, or else they wouldn't still be doing it. It's disgusting.
So I'm trying this backup code way. If I get the backup code, it's saying please check the security code and try again. So I'm gonna try each one. Maybe that's why they give you so many, because you have to get like a specific one. So I'm gonna just try all of them and hope this backup code thing works. That's why I saved all of them, because then I'll get my account back. Okay, nope. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. Would boom. But either way, I sent another thing, so I will get the account back. I just don't know how to, because I thought I did everything to where that wouldn't even be allowed.
King Caption Kush says, are you on a Google account? Is that what your email is? Either way, it doesn't matter. He said if you go to your personal info under contact info and click email, and then you go, next will be like an alternative email. So it'll be in your personal info or your contact info, whatever email you have, if you end up wanting to add a second email, like a backup email in the future.
Yeah, that's what I already have, and that's the email that I'm using right now to get anything back. But I just typed in every single backup code that was given to me, and it didn't work. Every single backup code that I did.
That's very strange. I totally understand. Obviously, this isn't something you want to do, but I totally understand if you need to, get off here or, give somebody a call, from Instagram or somebody maybe that can give you. It sounds like you did everything that you needed to, and it kind of sounds like you're at a standstill right now.
Well, I'm doing the photo thing one more time because, just in case, but at that point, that's all I can do. And then whenever I do get the account back, because I will, again.
Juno says to read your chat, please. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're fine.
I don't know if it's something important. Maybe he's giving you some hot fucking info.
I got you, Juno. I'll read it 1 second. After I take this last video, that way. Please check.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, boom, submit video. Okay. So they're gonna let me know that's gonna happen again. So I submitted yesterday and I got the control over the account again. Babe, what's the account look like? Does it look different? Did they do anything to it? Did they post on the story again? Did they delete what I put on the story? What's the story's the same too?
There's no story.
They deleted it. Why would this person move on to like somebody else? Hold on. I will read the chat, I promise. Okay, they took the account again. So if you see anything on there, it's not me. Now I am figuring it out.
Alright.
Put it on there. They deleted my story on there. Oh my god, why doesn't this person just move on to this person? Just get away. Okay, let me read the chat. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's crazy, like, what do they gain from this as well? Like, why would you target, like, just bastards?
Just assholes. Yeah, they are yes, Nigeria, war in Nigeria. I took down their main server and placed in an aberrative hold on their servers. They can still do this again, just not from the same location.
Ooh.
With the same information. So it like that's what I'm saying. It's like doesn't the code like not work? Wouldn't you have to get a new code to do that again, even if you do have my phone number? and then with everything that I put against it, I mean, and right before I started this interview, they tried to get in and I denied it. Okay? And then we were just talking, doing the interview, and they got into it again. So, I mean, like, what the hell? They can still do this again. Bo W. Yes, thank you. My pleasure. Thank you, Stanza. Seriously, man, so fucking dope of you. I'm a sucker for faith being restored in humanity. Aw, that's sweet. Oh, me too. My TurboTax got hacked. They got into my savings account. They took all my shit. They are accessing your account via email. Enable two-factor authentication whenever you can, and you'll be okay. Okay, well, I gotta do the freaking authentication app thing, and I don't even know how to freaking do that. So you guys are gonna have to help me because that is just, it's honestly a really hard thing to do.
If you go to your Google Play Store and type in Authenticator, there should be a good one.
I got hacked. And now they're messaging a lot of people. Hey girl, I seen your message on Insta. What's up? Oh my god. Not me.
Dear God.
This person keeps taking my account.
This makes me glad I don't use Instagram.
And it's just aggravating because I'm doing something. So the enable two-factor thing. How do you know how to set that up, Taco? Well, like with the authentication app thing, I can't pronounce anything. Sorry, guys.
I believe if you just download it and stuff, I believe it'll like ask you about. I believe when you download it, it's like kind of self-explanatory, but it gives you like the play-by-play. Like I don't know, like, oh hey, just do this, but I'm pretty sure once you download the app and once you get everything worked out. I don't use mine a lot, but sometimes I like have to. Sometimes I'll try to do something. I'll be like, oh, check your authenticator app. Because obviously they don't have even if they have your phone number, they can't have your exact authenticator app. Even if they have the same app, they can't have your version of it in your login. I think it has its own login and everything too, if I'm not mistaken.
God, all these people are messaging me. Oh my god. If you ask apps account you can use, okay. I'm gonna have to figure it out. When I get the account back. And I will get the account back.
Are you just not able to get into the account now then? Because you should be able to, if you still have the log, you might, did you try to just log back into it?
I can try that, but...
Yeah, maybe try to log in.
It just says... Hold on. Oh my god. Let me put a thing on it at fucking Snapchat now, because people on Snapchat are like, are you okay? Goodness. Okay. On my Instagram, somebody hacks me. They keep trying to get into my account. So if you get a message from my Instagram, they keep changing the username. So just not me. God. Okay.
And that's the thing too. Make sure like they're changing the username, but make sure that like I feel like this might be a way for them to like try to like trick you again into like authenticating or like doing something that like you're not supposed to do. I don't know why. I've never seen something like this, but just be very cautious because I feel like there's some type of trick at hand. That's one of the reasons why I would probably recommend you trying to get a hold of somebody from like Instagram like technical support.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did get support. And that's why I did the face thing. I got my account back. And then this person's not giving up on my account, apparently. Did you see the messages they sent me?
I don't believe I did see them. Did you?
They said, I will tell you right now, because this person is dedicated. Ski Mask, they messaged you too? Do you already know? Okay, I got hacked. Felt like it might have been a hacker. Yes, this person is, you guys can spam the account. Spam the fuck out of the account and just like aggravate the hell out of
That's a good idea.
Dude,
that's a good idea.
Everybody go, Ski Mask, congrats on the... there is no $10,000 Ski Mask. It's a hacker and they freaking... do you know that or are you making a joke? I sent those people pictures of giant horse wieners. You sent them horse wieners? But we're here for you. Thank you, Giorvity. Much freaking love. It's so good to see you. Okay, so this I said, you fucking piece of shit. I said, you fucking piece of shit. And then they said, you bitch. You need to pay money before I give your account back, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you, is what I said. You pussy. I have no time to waste or I will get rid of your account. Are you paying or not? I said, fuck no, you dick. and then they just didn't. Emma! Is he in the... Why is she crying? Jesus! Oh my god!
And then yeah, King Caption. I see you talking about then possibly having like a mirror tape through her phone. I thought about something like that, but I didn't know if that was. I don't know how easy that was to do. I felt like he might need more information than he had. And Sean Shine, you are right that if they're in there live, they would know everything that she's doing. But that's why she's not doing or saying anything that is like, you know, detrimental that they would be able to use against her or anything. You know, just because they know that she's downloading an authenticator app, that wouldn't give them any. Unless they have some type of mirror on her phone at this point, which is something that King Caption had said, but I don't know what that even entails. I don't know what the hell, like how they would do that with just your phone number.
Jesus. Making sure. Okay, boom. Oh my god, this person's not backing down on this one. Messaging all these people. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out the authentication app or whatever. Hold on. Okay, I'm not gonna do it right now though. Practice your story. Face, hold it again. We stole it again. Okay. Alright. So, I got an email that says... Where is it? What account is this? Okay. Thanks for submitting your selfie video. We received this information and it's pending review. You can expect to hear from us within 1 business day, which is, I did this yesterday and I got the account back today. So, when I get the account back again, this is gonna be no freaking joke. I'm gonna figure out all this stuff. I'm gonna do the authentication app thing.
I really hope you figure it out.
Maybe that's what they did, right? Maybe that's how they got it. What if they did the authentication app?
I think they would have had been able to get into your email, and I think they would have had been able to get into your email and stuff, and I think they would have needed to you would have gotten a text. I think you would have gotten a text as well, because you have to tie your phone number with the authentication app. So if they did that, you would have gotten a text of some type, I believe.
See, now with all this happening, so now there's nothing I can do. I have to wait again.
And hopefully they lock your account down so that this person doesn't just have free range for the next day.
Yeah, so what was Stanza saying that he did? Stanza said that he helped and everybody was saying thank you. Like, what exactly did he do?
Are you asking me or are you asking somebody else?
Well, I was asking you because I thought you read it.
It sounds like, well, based on what you said, I'm trying to pull your chat up on my tablet, but my tablet's being dumb right now. It sounds like basically he stopped the dude from being able to do this from his current IP address. So if this guy's doing it from his home or from a certain place of business, he won't be able to do it again from that same location. He'll have to at least get more creative in his approach.
Okay. And that would take effort. Why would anybody want to do... I just don't understand that. Yeah, and Stanza, if you're still here, yes, it's all okay. You can keep monitoring my account if you would like to. It would help me a lot. I don't even know how he was able to change the username again, you're only able to change it twice, and then you have to wait 14 days. You have to wait 2 fucking weeks. So I don't even know how they're able to change the username again.
Which is why I was thinking that it might be some type of like they might, and then I agree. Like somebody in my chat said that you might want to just call, because if they have access to your email and maybe they sent you a fake email, and if they did something like that and then you just clicked on it and gave them all your information, then that is going to be bad. Also, if they're in the live, just keep in mind that, you know, don't talk about certain things. That would be my main advice.
Yeah. They're accessing. Yeah.
Achilles says, do you have an angry ex? That would be my only advice.
What's the... Oh my god.
That's funny.
That would just take a VPN. I don't know. You guys, this is all so confusing. Wait, what's going on? Someone hit me up from your old IG, JD. I know. They stole it again. They took it back again. And they deleted all my stuff, and this is the same person trying to just because I'm gonna win, so I'm gonna get the account back tomorrow, and we are gonna work together to set up this authentication app, whatever. So okay, now here's the big question: how do I transition back to an interview? Do I just because now I'm just like, oh my god.
Segue. That's usually what I do. I just
You what?
you just scream segue and then completely... See, I have a nice transition. Like, normally if I say something where I just, like, embarrass myself, I'll just segue, and then I'll, like, hit the button. It'll put my face way down here in the corner. So, like, if you're going to be mad at me, you're at least... You can be mad at less of me.
That's funny.
So, next question. Yeah, that's the best way, you know. Just fucking do it. Next question. I forget what the last question was. Or I could do a little... All right. See, I think that's interview energy if I ever saw it. So we're here. We're back.
Okay, so... Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm solid. This has never happened before, and I've just recorded through this entire thing.
Breathe easy and slow.
This is already over 2 damn hours. Oh, God. Okay. It's good to see all you guys, though. It's good to see you, Giori. This is terrible how we're seeing each other again, but, you know, that's okay. Much love, as always. So, dressing up as a taco, why? Like, specifically?
It's not a good story. It's literally just because my name is The Perfect Taco. You know, once I started being able to make everything kind of just tie together as far as, the Perfect Taco, it's just my gamer tag, it's not like that had any play in the fact of, doing like the self-help type of thing, but it's silly, I'm able to make it make sense. In the taco suit, it is an eye grabber. Same with the bikini, obviously it has its stories at this point. The Easter egg has, the Easter egg has so many bikinis, I'm sorry. The bikini has so many Easter eggs at this point, but like the reason why I started wearing the bikini, because what came first, the taco suit or the bikini? It was the bikini. And the reason for the bikini, not that you asked, but was because I got so tired of hearing people bitch and moan and complain that they couldn't compete with the girls streaming in bikinis. Meanwhile, I'm like, dude, you just spent 2 hours on a stream bitching that you can't compete with these girls. Who wants to watch you bitch for 2 hours that you can't compete with a girl in a bikini? Wouldn't you just rather watch somebody in a bikini? And like, that was the joke. I made a joke like that. And at the time, all like 3 or 4 people that watched my stream know that I don't just talk shit, I back it up. So they were like, all right, Taco, when can we look forward to this? When are we going to watch your bikini streams? And I was like, all right, sure, we'll see what happens. Like, so the first video, the first stream where I ever had the bikini on, it was underneath a t-shirt. Because I also found out the same time that I made that video, I found out that if I was to like try to take my shirt off, or if I like flashed you guys and you saw my nipples, I could lose my account. And I'm petty as fuck. So I was like, all right, guess I have to wear a bikini. Like if somebody gives me biddies and I want to show them my titties, I got to wear a bikini underneath my t-shirt. And for like 2 or 3 days, people were making it freaking rain because they wanted to just see me in the bikini. And I'm like, dude, guys, like, I'm not just some cheap hoe. Like, if you want to see me in a bikini, fine. Like, and then for a while, I just streamed in the bikini. There was a little while where I was king of the hot tub. I was actually streaming in the hot tub, just being a crazy person, you know, playing video games, you know, trying to be nice, trying to be there for people. And it got to the point where I was explaining the bikini more than I was doing anything else. And the taco suit had shown itself to me. I was able, you know, I had access to getting the taco suit. And it was just kind of an additional outfit. You know, the bikini was nice, but the taco kind of, you know, I still have the bikini on underneath, and it still kind of proves you know, I'm still able to use that for the certain messages that I want to use it for. But I don't have every single person coming into my live saying, why are you wearing a bikini? Because, like, that's something that people will ask about. But the taco suit, believe it or not, the taco suit is a little more normal. So I don't get people like, hey, why are you in a taco suit? And it kind of gives me a chance to slowly bring it up versus just that instant every time anybody new comes into the chat. It's like, oh, why are you in a bikini? So that's kind of why, you know, it's fun. It gives you, another thing too, when you're streaming, anybody that's streaming, you need to try to set yourself aside in some type of way, especially if you're just a chubby white dude with a beard playing video games. Do you have any idea how many chubby white dudes are on this app playing video games? If you don't have a taco suit or a bikini or something that sets you aside, you're going to have to rely on your personality. And fortunately for me, my personality is, you know, decent enough that I probably could have done that. But who doesn't like a nice gimmick, you know?
Yeah, you kill it. I think you kill that taco better than I would.
Oh, I killed the taco, JD. I killed the taco.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Big stretch. No, you're fine.
I'll throw a stretch out there too. I'm sure I missed a stretch.
I don't even have stretch as my thing. I always thought it was like super boring for people to have that, so I just like never worried about it. But
I just do it in the background. Do it while I'm still talking.
Love that. Okay.
I mean, you also hit people with a ring a ding a dung a ding a boing ding a boing a ding a boing, like, so. You have your random sounds. You could be stretching while you do your sounds.
Oh my god, that'd be so weird.
I've made some pretty ridiculous sounds while I was stretching, so.
Love that. All right. So, I already can't believe it, but we have a few, well, I don't know, I have to count. But, so, these next few questions that I have set up is I wanted to do questions that were not just about Twitch. Obviously, we talked about Twitch. We know why you're doing it. We understand where you want to go with it, and all of those things. So, do you have a girlfriend? Now we're going into other waters. Do you want a girlfriend? Are you insecure? Are you going deep?
I'm not super insecure, but I am sometimes. I guess it depends on the moment and the situation. I also guess I'd have to look up the I never thought about if I'm insecure or not. I'd have to look up the definition. I'm about to get on the Google thumbs right now. What the fuck is the Google definition of insecure? I gotta put this. See, since my accident as well, things that are like have obvious definitions, like I find myself having to look up to and like putting it in the right context, because obviously, you know, words in different situations have different contexts and stuff. So let's see, not firmly fixed or liable to give away or break. What? Person not confident or assured. Yeah, see, if it's just not confident, uncertain, or anxious, I would say it depends on my mood on the day for sure. You know, especially in the lives, I do a very good job of showing a confidence that is a little bit misplaced. You know, I'm not completely misplaced, because obviously, you know, we should all be confident and stuff, but as I had mentioned, you know, I was never really a confident person. I had used jokes about, you know, my weight and appearance to, you know, get over some of those things, but at the same time, you know, when you're making jokes about you being a fat, ugly piece of shit all the time, it weighs on you. So there was a certain point in my life where like I had to try to be confident, like go out of my way. Like you guys will catch me if you're ever in my live. You'll catch me say something that is just so overly confident that it's downright egotistical, and like most of the time I hit you with like the just kidding, like I'm not that full of myself. But I'm confident enough that I can wear a bikini online in front of complete strangers.
Yes, love that.
yeah,
I
so
think
yeah.
that's just right. You know what I mean? Like it's possible, obviously, to be insecure about certain things, about maybe this thing because you're not very good at it, or whatever the case may be. Insecurity shows up everywhere, but there is a type of insecurity that you're not even aware of. That a lot of people think that they're confident. They think that they're all that. They think this. They think that. But actually, deep down, and they would never admit it, which is the whole point. They would never admit this. Is that like they're actually very insecure? You know what I mean? Like when it came down to it, and the knit and gritty, is that what it's called? The saying?
Yeah, nitty gritty. Yep.
Oh, nitty gritty. Thank you. Knit and gritty.
Tomato potato.
Yeah, it's actually they're actually like they'll curl up in a little ball and go into a little fucking corner. So it really just depends. The right situation has to pop up for you to really know 100%. But you never know. You wearing that taco outfit, honestly, I don't really think I would wear the fuck out of that outfit, and I wear it proudly, like hell yeah. So I mean, I don't think that's a really good. Maybe you haven't been in a situation where you truly know, but maybe you have. Like I don't know. So maybe it's on that. Have you?
I'm sorry, you say that last part again?
Like, have you been in a situation where you would 100% know if you're insecure? Like maybe a first date, maybe a first kiss. Were you like hella nervous? Were you like, holy shit, I can't do this?
Well, nervous, yes, but the thought of not being able to do something, not so much. I think that obviously the taco suit is, as you mentioned, it's easy. It's easy to get on here and stream every day in a taco suit. It's fun. It's unique. The bikini's a different story, though. That's one that really was kind of hard to get behind comfortably.
Gotcha.
And, as far as situations where I've been, I can't think of, I mean, you have to excuse me because, I just have a piss poor memory, but one of the driving factors behind doing the bikini is to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation on your terms. That way, when you're forced into one, like you had mentioned, you are able to actually complete it and not get to that point where you're like, oh my God, I can't do this, because you already feel deep down like you might not be able to do this. You don't need your brain telling you, hey, listen, you really can't do this. Like, no, motherfucker. Like, if this fat motherfucker can stream in a bikini every day, you can do whatever you set your mind to. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, if I can make this make sense, then you can make kissing a girl make sense. You can make a first date make sense. It's not as scary as your brain makes it seem. So as far as your specific question, I can't think of a specific moment that I could give you as far as a real life. So I would say that I'm not insecure. I think overall, and as you had mentioned, people who are very arrogant, very pompous, these people are more insecure than they would ever let you believe, but they prey on you feeling like shit for them to feel better. I'm the opposite. I am going to feel good if the people around me feel good. If I'm able to make the people around me feel comfortable, then that's going to make me feel good. And I think that came from, a young age, me being comfortable enough and confident enough in myself to say, if I'm getting bothered, I would never, as a kid, I wouldn't get like bullied a lot, but I would get bullied from time to time. And it would mainly be because the, popular kids or whatever would be trying to bully the, nerds and shit. And I was, somewhere in the middle, and, they're not going to stand up for themselves, but I will. I'm not going to stand up for myself because I got thick skin. You can say whatever you want to me, and I promise you, I will say some crazier shit about myself. I will say something so bad about myself that it's going to hurt you. Like, you're going to be like, wow, like, that kid's really down on himself. Like, I probably shouldn't have said that today. Like, and it really just, it never bothered me because why am I going to give a fuck what these losers have to say? Like, these people who have nothing better to do than to pick on people who are already down on their luck. Like, and it's always the people who have the most going for them. You know, you have money, you have looks, you have, you know, physique, and you're gonna pick on the fucking band kids. Like, how much of a loser do you have to be? Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, it's also a thing of dominance and submissive. Some people are just, you know, they don't care. Like, they're go with the flow people, and, you know, they don't mind hearing people talk and, like, listening and all of those things, which honestly, listening for me personally is very difficult. It's difficult, but it's possible. I'm able to do it, but it is difficult. And then, you know, it meets with like other people that, you know, they just talk, talkity talk. But, you know, those two people make great best friends because one loves to listen and one loves to talk. So I have my best friends like that. So, you know, it's a good balance, you know? So I think there is 100% a difference between putting people down because you're insecure about yourself and you have nothing better else to do, and, you know, being the dominant friend in a friendship that, you know, you don't put somebody down. You build them up. You ask them about their day. You know, you do things like maybe they're not comfortable talking about, like, oh, nobody asked me how my day is, you know, and you make that difference. Like, they teach you things that you're not good at, and you teach them things that they can get better at, you know?
Exactly.
It's a good balance, and there's a huge difference. Like, don't put somebody down to be like, there's a fucking big difference. So I don't know why people think that. They're like, oh no, it's the same thing. What the hell? No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's a shame. It really is a shame.
Yeah. You make each other better. You don't shit on each other to make yourself feel better. You know, that's the thing. But I totally get you and agree with you. Fucking, what is this? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, these are fun questions. Are you ready for the fun questions?
Yes.
Well, they're all fun questions.
They were all
I
fun
love
questions.
Okay, so what type of stripper you fucking with at a strip club?
What type? I mean, I don't know what my options are here. Is this like a multiple choice? Do I just gotta like lay it down? I mean, I'm a titties
You can
guy.
say
If we're being honest,
There
I'm
you
a
go.
titties guy. I mean,
There you go.
you know, if I'm going for top or bottom, you know, as far as, you know, voluptuosity goes, I'm going for a nice rack. Call me a deer because I'm looking for the headlights.
You killing it. That's funny. I love that. No, I mean, there's a lot of answers, like thick, skinny, blonde, brunette. I mean,
I would say, you know, blonde is cool. Blonde is cool. I like blondes. I wouldn't, you know, or maybe a nice redhead. I don't, you know, judge too much. This is gonna be kind of like, I don't know. See, I'm gonna throw myself out there. I've never actually gone to a strip club.
I'm not surprised. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did like a whole surprise face. No, I'm not surprised.
That's
but
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
See, I'm not like ashamed. I've had the opportunity once or twice, and it's just like, you know, not really my you know, just like bar. Like, I've gone to a couple of bars, but like, I'd rather get drunk at home. It's way cheaper. It's way more efficient. I can have more fun. Or like, I'd rather go to like a party or something. Like, I'm more of a, you know, like that. You know, I'll still go to a bar. Like, I'm not against going to strip clubs by any means. It just hasn't really, you know, come up in a situation that I was like, oh yeah, let's go to a strip club. It's gonna be amazing. I don't know much about them. I do know that I don't want to catch anything just from someone sitting on my lap. But no, I'm just playing.
Yeah, they're tested. Not that I.
She's like, oh no, yeah, they're tested. Like, trust me.
Dude, strip clubs are the best. I had my ex-girlfriend, and she's never been to a strip club. So we drove to Miami, and we went to a strip club because at the time I was like under 18. I think I was 18 or something like that. I don't remember. But you couldn't be 21. I think I was 18. But this strip club, specifically in Miami, takes people 18 and up. And so we were like, I was like, dude, let's do it. I had some extra cash. Let's just fucking go and just go crazy. And I did. And I gave her money to pay for, pay for her stripper. It sounds like, because I don't think anybody's going to be dancing for free. But
For sure.
we did it. And so like the person that was in charge, or like what is the name, the boss or whatever, was on the microphone and was like, oh, look at the girls in the back, on the girls, and like girls on girls, and just going crazy, and the crowd went crazy. And I was like, how was that? And she was like, that was fun as hell. It was really fun.
That's awesome.
So I love that. And you're going for the big booby. I'm not gonna call her a bitch. She's probably really nice, but yeah. I love that. Holy shit.
Oh,
Okay.
that's funny.
So someone shits in your taco, but it's the only thing to eat. What do you do?
Season that bitch up. Find some taco seasoning, some taco sauce. Find a couple nice garnishes, I guess. Life is a shit taco. Sometimes you just gotta take a bite, I guess.
Oh my god.
Or I guess I
would
could just,
never.
that was half a joke. That was half a joke. Half a joke. I would probably turn them into a taco. Just fry them up real nice. They probably crisp up pretty good. Probably be better than eating their. Cannibalism is better than eating shit. I'm not saying I recommend it, but if you're faced with two choices, I'm not gonna pull a Shooter McGavin and eat pieces of shit for breakfast. So.
Oh god. I love that. Yeah, fuck. Oh.
I love that was a question.
Yeah. I always get creative at the end of like my questions. I'm like, okay, we gotta put some fun fucking shit in here, because like, what do I want to know?
Right. These are the important questions that nobody asks.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You bring one follower to a theme park. Who would you bring?
Ooh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm even live
Yeah.
right now, and I got everybody watching me. Like,
If they can hear me.
They can hear you. They can hear me. They've been. Oh my god. You're putting me between a rock and a hard place. All right. First of all, who's in here? So I gotta pick somebody that's in here. No, I don't. Man, you know what? I gotta make the executive decision. If I'm gonna piss everybody off, I gotta take. You know what? Oh man, there's so many good decisions. Oh my god. I gotta say Mal, just because I went and hung out with Al Mal, and we went to the park and walked on a trail in the woods, and that was an amazing time. I could only imagine what an amusement park trip with him would be. I was gonna say him and Life of Am, but obviously if I can only choose one, they probably can't count as a package deal. I think me and Mal would fuck up an amusement park. I have a few followers that were very, very close, but just based on that time that I had with Al in the park, you add some amusement to that park, and it's over. It's done with. It's done for.
Oh my god. Yes. Honestly, I think it'd be fun as hell to bring.
I'm about to get shit on. I'm about to get shit on by every follower that I'd probably just got unfollowed by about 400 people. They're like, oh, fuck you, Taco. You're not bringing me?
Oh my god.
Even JD unfollowed me. She's like, motherfucker, I interviewed you and you're not going to take me, you son of a...
No, you're fine. I kind of expected it.
I was trying to really think on it and give it like a not super obvious one. There was a few that popped into mind, but yeah, he was just in the back of the head like, listen, son, if I don't get that, if you're not bringing me to the amusement park, you're losing that mod status. I've already almost lost the sword once or twice. No, I'm just playing.
Love that. Oh my god. Are you ready for the last two questions?
Yes, I am.
Ooh, looking fancy. Let's do it. So, can you dance?
I mean, everybody can dance, but not well. I bust out the disco. I can, shopping cart, hit him with the surfer. Domo
Yes.
arigato, Mr. Roboto. See, this is my dance move, all right? This is your home. You know, you're at a club. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to, you know, you're not feeling comfortable. Me, you know, I'm a chubby dude. I haven't been comfortable in my own skin for a long time. So, you know, you just live right here. This is where you live. You wanna get fancy with it. You bring it out here. Bring it up here. You know, start combing the mustache. This was actually me and my little sister. This was our dance move. You know, combing the mustache. Just bring it up. You get a little
Guys,
self-conscious.
like the maracas.
Hell yeah, yeah. That's my move.
It kind of. I guess.
You ever see me in a club? You know, I'll be dancing at the international clubs to Yeah Baby, and I'll be hitting them with the comb and the mustache.
Yeah, baby. Yes, I love it. Emma, hold on. Emma keeps crying, man. She is upset.
She's trying to ask some questions.
She's not used to mommy being in here for this long. She's just crying.
My answer to Emma's question is, there. Now she should be
She
fine.
cries more than my baby. She cries more
she's
than
not
my
the
freaking
baby?
daughter. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. So last question. What is the future with Twitch? What do we need to look forward to?
So, I definitely look forward to being able to have more screen time in the future, because as of right now, I only do, you know, the 2-hour streams a day. And even those are kind of trying on me. I spend a lot of time either hanging out with my dog or, you know, not looking directly at the screen. But in the future, I would definitely be, you know, the 10 to 12 slot that I always have is always going to be designated for the self-help streams. I really like going on right before Al, and he focuses more on mental health and his music. And, you know, I have that opportunity to focus on self-help and focus on getting people ready for the day, getting people awake. And I would say that I'm really looking forward to being able to stream more often, doing longer streams, throwing in some more video game related things, because that is something that I really do enjoy and something that I am passionate about. And I think that a lot of people who are super like against video games, you know, would enjoy them if they could find something that they were into. You know, even if it's something as silly, you know, most people have played video games at some point in their life, even if it's like Tetris or like something, you know, just something to get your mind off of the real world, just something to distract you. And I think that, you know, between video games and humor, I have used those to help me cope with a lot of things. And I really look forward to, you know, farther diving into those, helping people with some of the things that I use and getting help from some of the other people who, you know, come in, because it's really not a, you know, teaching moment for anybody, because I don't know, the only thing I know anything about is video games, so that's about the only chance that I would have to teach anybody anything. It is truly a learning experience all around, and I just look forward to learning and growing more, you know, personally, as well as with everybody who shows me any amount of love, whether they stream or they just show support and love. That's pretty much it. I look forward to doing longer streams, more streams, adding a little bit more video games, and being able to be more personal, more fun, adding more bells and whistles, and being able to actually focus on being a streamer versus just trying to touch on these, you know, self-help topics that are kind of, you know, just as much for me, you know, working through my accident, my injury. Like I said, I don't want to cuck your views, so just for a quick rundown, over a year ago, I was in a pretty traumatic car accident. That's all the more I want to go into it. But just so you guys know what it is that I am, you know, recovering from and working through. I am getting better. It is a slow process, but it is, you know, these are definitely some things that we will have to look forward to. I know that some people who aren't super into video games, this is something that you, JD, have done very well with your channel, you know, doing a similar thing. With, you know, music and everything. Obviously you do some different stuff as well, but it's very important. I feel like, again, you know, as you talked about, something that's important as a streamer, to have fun, to don't grow a channel around something that you are gonna eventually get bored with. You know, somebody like Ninja streaming Fortnite every single day. I don't want to play Fortnite once. I would die if I had to play that game every day. And I feel like, you know, I have a community of people who aren't here for the self-help topics, they're here for me. And I'm going to make sure that I make those people proud. I'm going to make sure that this is a channel that everybody can come and hang out with, even if you're not a gamer, even if you are, not into one thing or the other. I'm going to make sure that, you get as much zero time as you get bikini time. So that's pretty much it, I think.
Aww, I love that. I know there's no audience, but I'll clap.
Where's the studio audience button?
Well, I'm gonna stop recording for YouTube. Love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Sorry for the long hacker thing in the middle, but I love you guys. Bye. You say bye, Taco. Did you say bye?
I will see you guys later. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, JD, again for the interview.
Of course. Oh my god. Okay. So YouTube is good. So I have a video to upload there. Even though those are gonna be a long, I don't really do the whole edit thing. I just leave it how it is. If you want to fast forward, do that. I'm just not gonna put. I don't know. It's kind of sad that I don't put that much effort in there, but it's like I'm not trying to be the best interview editor ever. So
exactly, you have your effort, invested into different things.
Exactly. It was a really great interview. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun. I did, other than the hacking thing, which I'm still, so I'm gonna freaking figure out how to do the authentication. Is that how you say it? The authentication app with my other account. I'm gonna set that up with my other account. That way, when I get that account back, I'll know exactly how to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. If you want to sit here and chill, you can. If you have to go, completely understand.
Yes, I do. Right around noon, I usually wrap it up. I raid over into Ao Mao, the independent artist that we are a mutual friend. I raid over into him. So I will probably get off of here. I also have to take another leak. This water, drinking all this water, it's going right through me. So that's probably not something that your chat needed to know about. But yep, I'm gonna go touch myself to your image, chat.
Fuck yeah. Much love, Taco. Thank you for doing this with me. Thank you for being super cool about the hacking break thing. I've never done that before in an interview, so I'm genuinely really upset about it. So it'll be okay. It's okay.
It will. If you have any questions about the two-factor thing, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm sure you have somebody else in your chat that's
how to set it up, exactly.
I could probably help walk you through it. I don't know exactly how to set it up, but if nobody else can help you and you are about to tear your hair out, it always helps to have a second person. And I've had to do it with some things, so I'm at least somewhat familiar with it. I could probably figure it out with you, but you probably have somebody else who would be much better. Doesn't mean I can't be here to help though.
Thank you, Taco.
If it's just moral and oral support, it is what it is.
Much love. I appreciate it. Thank you for the interview. This was fun. And have a great day.
Thank you very much. Much love to you, everybody that hung out with me from JD's Live. I appreciate you guys. I hope to see you soon, whether it's in my live or hers, and I will leave you guys to your thing.
Much love. Bye.
All right, bye, guys. All right. So now it's just Taco Party Pack, guys. I apologize for that. Not that it was a bad thing. It was cool. It was weird. It was strange. The only part that was weird was doing a live while being interviewed and not being able to show you guys the love that I usually show you. That was the part. I know that Al is in here. Ao Mao, Life of Am even coming through. You sweet birthday baby. Enjoying the week. Thank you guys all for being here. I missed a lot. I'm going to have to, this is going to be a stream that I'm going to go back and rewatch and re-listen to because I'm going to make sure that I didn't miss none of you guys' chats. I appreciate just so you guys know, I read most of them. I definitely missed some. But I didn't want to be talking while she was talking. It took me about 45 minutes to even realize that I could just mute myself on her live and then be talking. That was very interesting. That was very awesome. I really liked that. That was really cool. I've never been interviewed before. Yo, Silver Mist, what's going on? I've been interviewed obviously for jobs and stuff, but to just have somebody who, boom, Al is all set up in live. Of course, Al, of course. I can't wait to see what you got going on. I got to take a leak, so I'm going to get this raid popping. I actually have a sneaking suspicion that Twitch isn't even going to let me raid him right away. Life of Am, much love. I'm glad you came in. I'm sorry that I couldn't bring you with me to the. I'm sorry that I couldn't bring you with me and Al to the amusement park. I was only allowed one pass. But you know that if anybody's gonna find a way to sneak you in Life of Am, it's me and Mal. You know that me and Mal are gonna find a way to sneak your ass in there. It's gonna happen. Oh man, that was so much fun. That was a lot of fun. I really had fun with that. Thank you again to JD Rocks. If anybody, I believe it's just JD Rocks 29, but if somebody wants to throw a shout out in there for her while we're getting ready to raid, you're more than welcome to. Fallout, I'm feeling a little bit better. Yesterday was a much needed break. Was a much needed break. So thank you everybody who, was interested in my health. I apologize to anybody who came in looking for me. If I'm ever not live like that, there's a good chance that I will host somebody, and the lovely Cinny from Estonia is more often than not willing to go live in my stead. Love you too, Silver Mist. Thank you for coming in, showing us the love. Love you, Sunshine. Love each and every one of you guys. Oh, man. I hate that it does this. I literally sit here and just try to raid over and over again and it just doesn't work. I could have peed twice in this amount of time. I could have peed twice. King Caption. Thank you so much, King Caption, as well. And anybody else who was trying to help with JD. For a little while there, it slowed down a bit because our good friend, unfortunately, is dealing with some account hackage. So, pee here. I'm about to, bro. I'll pee in your butt, King Caption Kush? Is that what you're asking? You're shaking it at me with the little tacos. Yo, King Caption, I'll pee in your butt. Better than peeing on your butt. See, because at least there's not any evidence. You pee in somebody's butt. Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. There's probably still evidence. That's probably a fucked up thing to talk about on the chat. You guys know that I don't fucking filter myself. Seanshine peed for me. Thank you, Seanshine. I appreciate it. Coming to say hi, handsome. Come say hi to our friends. You mad that you didn't get your 0 time? Oh, hi, handsome. What do you have to say? Come say hi. I'll be right with you, handsome. We got emotes for days, guys. Yes, throw those emotes if you're ready to go raid into the Mao Man with me. I am just refreshing religiously, as always, but Twitch decided to say, fuck off. Aw, Silver Mist, you think I'm handsome? She was talking to 0. Spoiler alert. I also guess you guys would tell me if he was live. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to go take a pee. Al isn't live on my end yet. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to go take a leak then. I'm going to take a leak. Hi. Hey, how am I going to take a leak with you here? Yo, how am I going to take a leak with you here, handsome? Hi. You come here often? Hi, handsome. Hopefully Life of Am's still here. Life of Am, your boy's here. He's looking for you. He says, Am? Mommy? You're so cute. You're too precious. You're too cute to be kept alive. Al is live. Bam, Life of Am. Thank you very much. Up and at 'em. It takes a little while for Twitch sometimes to catch up. And up, boom, there he is. There he is. All right, guys. I'm going to get this raid popping. Again, I apologize if anybody was here and I did not read your messages. I am going to go back and check out that interview. It was really, really fun to do with JD. And we've got 11 people. Do I hear 12? We've got 13, 14. Do I hear 15, guys? Come on. Do it for me. Do it for hip-hop. Do it for the Husky, guys. We got 15 out of 16. Do I hear 16? Do we got a full fucking party? If not, 15's more than enough. Let's get it popping over there. I can't wait to go see what Mao has to offer. I love you guys. I will see you over there. Have a great day. Ow, stop, please. You're hurting me. I don't want you to